Hey everybody, Rice Patty Daddy here. I wanted to make a video with Fury Flux, and I got a chance to show an example of flanking with the Bulgasari Scourge. You probably see, I'm sure you've seen other players do it in Canyon with the Scourge endlessly, and how much of a nuisance it is. But if you haven't, or you're kind of wondering what it would be like from that aspect of flanking, and I'm hoping this video gives you an idea of that flank and what it would be like from this spawn point. And what are the advantages of flanking from this side? So what you notice is that a lot of players, if you don't flank them from this side coming from that spawn point, it gives them the advantage of just sitting in the middle and really preventing your players, such as now. We have that Leo and that I think that was a Hechi. Um, from really pressing on your players in the middle, trying to gain advantage on that center beacon. So what you're able to do is flank them and attack them while your other teammates are attacking from the front, or it pushes them over towards that left side coming from my spawn. So it pushes them away from that middle area and prevents them from giving them just a great line of sight straight down the middle. As well, if you kind of peek back and forth behind that rocky pillar there, you can definitely get the sniper campers, if you will, if you would call them, from away from the bridge area. Oh man, I don't know how many other people hate that little pillar that the patent is hiding behind, but it's such a nuisance. So what I like to do, I mean, I'm in a clan that brawls, so I don't just sit there behind the pillar. I press as hard as I can, and I'm not going to last forever, but that's my style of play. If you Since this is BR, that's why I'm pushing. If it was Dom, I may sit it out a little bit longer and just try to nab off some energy. It really depends on your play style, and we could have made that Bulgasari Scourge last a lot longer, that's for sure, and got a lot more damage. But this also gave me a chance to just throw in the Fury Flux, and I really wanted to give people who either have it, maybe better insight of my play style. Maybe they could use a few things or two, or they could offer me some suggestions and notice how I could play with it better. For those who don't have it, it gives you an idea. This is on a Fury. I think this Fury is just MK1 level 12, but the Fluxes are all super maxed out. They're MK2 level 12. So it gives you an idea, one, if you did have them, whether they were fully maxed out, how much damage they'll do. But it also gives you a point of view on, if you were the other person, how much damage that's going to take off of you. So what we have is a Lance. I'm going to help out my buddy with the Scourge and just really wear down that physical shield, which the Flux isn't the best at, but if it's accompanied by a player who has a Scourge that's within, he's probably within like 400, he's going to be wailing on there. So how we can incorporate the Flux in team play as well as just individually, and finding out the best bots to pick apart. So the Hechis just melt. I mean, it's easy booty. Their energy just starts, I mean, it dwindles down by the seconds. So another good thing to do is, which I have the hardest time doing, is patience, but go ahead and just wait for a good full reload, and when a really good target presents itself. I mean, there's times where you're just wailing away, even when it's just going off for a second here, a second there. But try to get a full recharge, and then that way, when you find that great opponent who's just out in the open, you can just unload and maybe take off about half that person's energy if it's such as a Hechi or a Spectre or whatnot. So I come up on this arch here only because you want the best vantage point, and really going up high, shooting up from elevation, and when the enemy's lower than you is the best vantage point. What I also noticed is from the top of this arch over here is that camping spot where, you know, everybody goes behind, even myself, just because it has great cover. But you'll notice that the crosshairs, I'm actually able to get to him even when he's behind that pillar, pressed up against it as tight as he can. The only reason I can do this is just because the team I'm on is we're doing really well, and we have the advantage of pressing the opponent, and I don't have to worry about anybody flanking me on the sides, and there's really nobody left. But for future reference for anybody else, if you come into this situation, or even if you just need to get rid of somebody, that's actually a great spot. I wouldn't recommend it when it's at the start of the game and just being wailed on. So, I hope this helped, and I hope it gave you a better idea of flanking with the Bulgasari Scourge, and kind of insight in what the Flux can do and how you could use it in this map. So, thank you for watching. Definitely help me by subscribing to the YouTube, and let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Thanks a lot for watching.